Spring is almost here, thus the trees have started to circulate their sap and are going to be blooming pretty soon. Well, some of the most interesting trees that are circulating sap can be tapped to make that sap into syrup. So that's what I'm going to do for the first time in my life. I've never done it before. Went to Amazon and got these little taps for like $1 a piece. It's like, that's pretty cheap. And I picked this up for 15 bucks on Amazon too. I'm always a fan of the National Audubon Society's like field guides. They're just so nice. Such a fan of those. Drill, chisel, hammer. That's the main tools I'm going to use. And over here I have one tree already going. This is a black walnut tree. Now, it seems like people make syrup out of it, but I don't know. There's also some woodworkers on the internet that say that it's poisonous. I've got a good amount of sap already going there. It's only been like 15 minutes. And, well, I don't know. I'll give it a try. It seems like people make syrup out of this black walnut, so whatever. At the very least, all I've heard is that you can just get like a slight allergic reaction. So that's pretty good. I'll just take a small amount and we'll test it later. If it actually is black walnut. I'm pretty sure it is black walnut. Just drilled a hole in there, use the chisel to pop off some of the bark because the bark is pretty thick. Although, don't know if I should do that or not. Maybe I should try to find a place where the thing would naturally go in. This is my first tree ever, okay? Don't judge. So I popped that in there, and going a little further. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, so trying to let that fill up. But it'd be really nice if I can go back in here and I could find an actual maple tree. Because like a sugar maple tree would be wonderful to use. Now if I could find a really big sugar maple tree, I could actually have multiple taps on it. 2 or even 3 taps, depending on the size. And I could use this big glass water container that I have. And that'd be a really nice thing to hold the water. Although I have to clean that out a little bit. It has some calcite or whatever inside of it, calcium deposits. You know what, maybe I should work on a different drill bit because this one is about the same size as the tap, whereas the one I was using before was about the same size as the end of the tap. Also, you know, I guess this tree's pretty big, so I could just put 2 taps on it. Yeah, let's see how 2 taps will do, and then I can try to do it at more of an upward angle, because with that one I just drilled in directly, whereas I've heard that you're supposed to drill up to let it run through, so that would probably be better. So I can just have this going like that, so somewhere up here. Oh, it's starting to drip out a lot. Looking so much better now. That went in really well. That drill bit worked great. There's a nice tight fit, whereas this one doesn't really have much of a tight fit. It's a little more difficult. This one might be giving more because the hole is angled upwards, so it runs down, and it's the size of the end of it. Because, like for instance, this one, the sap gets stuck by the end of the thing, then the sap has to go up and then through the nozzle because it's in so far. Okay. Now I'm pretty happy about this. One other thing I should probably do, I've heard that it's best to do it on the south-facing side because that's where the sun will be and that's where it's warmer, so that's where the sap might be running more. So I might from now on try to do it on the south side. That might be better. good. Look at that. I hope there's like 3 or 4 pancakes worth. Not really sure though. Yeah, I'm gonna start a fire tomorrow. Alright, let's put it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
That'd be better. I don't want it to get like, well, it is like it is sugary water. I would hate for it to like ferment or something like that.
Like dying ants in there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, coffee filters, we get those out.
So it's gotten really cold, almost freezing. The sap started to stop going. But I have enough sap just for a proof of concept. That whole container and that one. That's not too bad at all. So now that I have pretty much only one more day left on my vacation, I gotta go back to California. Oh yeah, that's all dry. I'm just gonna go ahead and undo this, and don't know, should I like stuff something in there? Like maybe I should take a twig and, because I feel kind of bad for leaving a gaping hole in a tree. I don't really know, and I don't really find much information about this on the internet. I guess I could just like stick something in there, just because I would hate to think that like sap would just keep coming out, and like it should be losing too much sap. Yeah. You know, because like if the sap comes out and makes like a bond around it, I don't know how it works. Oh well. Well, I have this now. Let's go boil it. Gotta start a fire. God, I love these blowtorches. Makes a wonderful fire even whenever it's raining. Works good even though it's 80 years old. I am not very pleased by the degradation of my burning pit. As you can see, most of the bricks have fallen in. But oh well. Stick that on there. Oh yeah, look at that. That's boiling like crazy. Oh, that might be a little too much heat. I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot of heat. Well, thankfully, I think I can just lower the heat by doing that. Awesome. I'll put that back on just to, yeah, leaves in there. Yeah, I'll put that back on. Maybe I'm cooking it too much, or maybe that's just junk that's in there, I don't know. I'd hate to be caramelizing it. I ran inside to get a cup to hold it in, and it might have gone too far. Well, let's pour it out. Well, I think that was a good first try. Smells very good. I mean, amazingly good, though. Smells like I'm baking cookies or something out here. Even though I may have made something that's poisonous or whatever, I don't know. It smells so good. I'm getting really hungry right now. So I have this much stuff. Let's see if it is walnut syrup at all. It's very, very thick. Tastes very, very sweet, but it's very liquidy. I think I burnt it. Yeah, I think I burnt it. Don't know. Yeah, it tastes very charred, almost. It smells better than it tastes. And it still has a very liquidy consistency. I don't know, it's definitely not syrup. I think that time that it took me to get it off the fire and get this cup with the filter and stuff like that was the time that it took to burn it, so that's unfortunate. I think doing a bigger pot of syrup would be better, because then it'll be less of a time for it all to evaporate at the end. Because like with this, it was a very small amount of liquid that within a few seconds it would have evaporated away if I didn't look at it. But if it's a bigger thing, then there would be a lot more liquid. So yeah, next time I'll just try to do a bigger thing. It's definitely sugary, and whenever I was making it, it smelled like I was cooking cookies in the backyard whenever I was like pouring it out. So yeah, it's really probably gonna work, but I think I just screwed up on the quantity and the cooking of it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya!